So, welcome back guys. Today we're going to be doing another story time. This one has been so many people have wanted me to do another story time. So, I thought I'd please some of them, do one. And, this one, has been recommended by someone. I'm not going to say their name, but, yeah, they texted me and they're like, here, do this one. I want to hear this one. So, today this is going to be with me and my next door neighbours, and how he just messed about in the farm, which is the other side of my house. So it's my neighbour's house, then my house, and then the farm. And so we used to just so we've all got fields. My next door neighbours have a field, and I've got a field, and there's just this random field the other side of mine. So I was used to just climb through the hedge of my field and just mess about in there. Just run about, and it was the massive hay bales, the round ones, and they used to roll them, and we used to push them and see how far we could roll them, and that was pretty fun. But one day we were on our bikes, and we just decided, let's just ride into the farm. So we just went through the front gates of the farm on our bikes. It was pretty cool. And there was just an open barn, the door was open. So we just rode our bikes in, and it was just full of corn. It was sloped up to the top, and at the back it was touching the roof. So we just thought what should we do? And the oldest of my next door neighbours, I'm not going to say their names because I'm just not. And they said, hey, let's ride our bikes, try and ride it through the corn. And this was going to be impossible because we'd just hit a concrete wall at the back. But we tried to go as deep as we could, but it was really hard. We rode in, and we just went straight into the corn and fell off. All of us did it at the same time. We all just fell off, or our bikes got buried under this corn, and so did we because it's basically just lumps. It's basically just sand, but the grains are bigger, a bit. So we just fell into this corn, and so we, after a few times just riding in and falling off, we got a bit bored. So we left, and with our bikes, and we took our bikes home. And after we took our bikes home, we went back into the farm, but where my garden meets the field, there's an entrance to the farm, a back entrance, because that's how they get into my field to make the hay and stuff, because we let them get hay from our field. So there's a big gate there, but there's no CCTV. Oh, that's another thing I should point out. We're being recorded on CCTV the whole time when we went into the corn, and we got in quite big trouble for it, but it's alright. We'll do it. And oh, I should point out as well, this is probably about a year and a half since the events of Kyle and his adventures. Well, not really adventures, but you know what I mean, his incident. So yeah, about a year and a half, 2 years after. And one of my next door neighbours is about a year older than me. The other's probably about 3 years older. And I'm with my younger brother as well. And so we sneak into the back entrance where there isn't any CCTV. And there's a massive barn. This is where they store all their hay, because they get the hay off my field, my next door neighbour's field, and some other fields across the road and stuff. And so we go in there, and it's packed. There's a little gap at the roof. So we start climbing up these bales, vertically pretty much, just climbing up these bales. Like, if one, like, snapped or, like, fell off, like, one chunk fell off, like, we would just fall and probably die, to be honest. The bales are heavy. They're, like, oh, I don't know, but they're super heavy. And, so we start climbing up it. And, because the bales have string to keep them together, so that's what we're using to hold on to. And, when we reach the top, we discover there's, like, because the previous ones, they were all held, like, down by the weight, so we could easily hold onto the strings. The top ones, when we just, like, held onto the strings to pull ourselves up, they started moving towards the edge, like, gonna, like, slip off. So we just had to, like, try and get up quick before they fell. And, I tried to pull one to get up, and it just completely fell. And, like, I nearly fell as well. It nearly, like, pulled me down. When I was holding on to another bale with my other hand, so, luckily I managed to hold on. But then, so we made it up, and, we started, like, picking up the bales from the top and stuff, and, like, moving them. And, we made, like, bases and stuff, like, mini forts up there. That was super cool. And then we started making this super long tunnel, so, like, we took bales out, so it was like a bale lower, and then we put them over the top, and like it was like we just crawled through, but we made it pretty much like the whole length of the barn. It was crazy, but and if you just like couldn't go any further because like the bales had collapsed or something, you just like stood up and like moved the bales off. But then we were in there for probably about an hour and a half just playing. And this tractor, like we hear this tractor and we think, oh my god, like because we think they're gonna go and get the hay and like put it on the trailer and take it out to someone or something, or go and sell it. So we are panicking. We are like, oh my god, like we're gonna like get found out and stuff. So we start like going to the edge of the bales. And like there's one ledge kind of, so there's like a vertical wall of bales, then it goes out, like they stack more bales against the side, so it goes out 2 more bales and then another vertical drop. My friend, the next door neighbour, who's just a year older than me, again I'm not going to say his name because you know it's not needed, and he is like panicking. He's like, oh, I really don't want to get caught. So he's like right on the edge, like just standing, like wondering how he's going to get down so quick. And the bale, like, because he's standing right on the edge, the bale just slips off and he like falls. I'm not even joking. He falls and he lands on this little ledge, but like he falls off again, and like the bale lands on him. No, he lands on the bale, sorry. And I swear that bale saved his life. Because the floor is like concrete, and like if he fell from that height, like literally the height of a barn, pretty much, he fell from that height. Oh, that would have not been good. But the bale saved his landing, like saved his life, because he landed on it. And yeah, so we still at the top, and it's like, what if that happens to us? But we managed to like climb down, and because where the bales in the corners, there's like gaps, so there's like little ledges, so we just climbed down using the strings to hold again and stuff. And Archie, as I've decided to call him, he's just like still lying on the ground, like he's moved, so we know he's alive and stuff. He's just lying there. So we're trying to get down as fast as possible to see what's wrong. And like, we get down to like this ledge, and it's not that far down from there, just a few more. So we kind of just like climb and then we jump the rest. And we get down to him, and we are hearing this tractor like right outside the barn. So we are panicking. We're like, we got to get him out of here. We got to get ourselves out. How? Like, without being noticed. Luckily, there's no CCTV in this barn, so I don't know why. I guess the farmers just went, oh well, I don't suppose any kids are going to come in here, are they? But we did. So Archie, yeah, that's what I've called him. He is just lying there. Like, we've got down to him, we're trying to pick him up. He's like, yeah, I'm okay. But he's not. He's just shaking. He's like nervous, but he just looks so hurt. And I don't really know what to do. But we just decide, like, try and help him up. And to be fair, he said he was okay. I think it was just the shock, because after probably about 30 seconds or a minute or something, after like being like standing up and us helping him, he seems alright. So I really think it was just the shock, but he did have a massive fall, probably like 20 foot or I don't know, something like that. The height of a barn anyway. I don't really know the exact height of a barn, but yeah. So we just run, and we run out this back entrance into my field. And like there's this trailer full of hay. So we just suppose like that's why they were coming in. They were coming in to get another trailer full of hay. So we just think like we gotta hide from these people, from the tractor, in case it like comes in the barn and sees us. So I don't really know why, but we just try and climb up this this trailer full of hay, and we do. Well, no, the older one. I'm not gonna call him the older one. I'm gonna call him Nathan. Yeah, Nathan. He climbs up to the top, and he's just like sat on there. Like I guess he's kind of like being a lookout or something. He's sat on there. And me and my brother and Archie, yeah, Archie is just like, he's alright, but we just don't decide to go up. We'll leave Nathan there as a lookout, and he spots the tractor, and we're like, no, he's joking. Then we go and look, and we see this tractor like absolutely tearing it up the field, and we're like, oh my god. And this tractor, like, is just coming at us. It is just, like, it hasn't got a trailer on or anything, I don't think. But it's just, like, flat out coming at us. And Nathan is up this trailer, and he's like, I cannot get down in time. He was already like, can I get down? Can I jump? Before this tractor. And now he's like, oh my, I can't get down. So he literally, like, this trailer is like probably taller than the tractor because all the bales are stacked on. Probably like as tall as like, I don't know, like, oh, it's so tall. Like probably like up to like the start of your roof, if you know what I mean? It's like not the height of the roof, like the height of your house without the roof on. It's probably that high. And like, we are just like in shock. We're like, we can't leave Nathan, but we can't just stay here. And he's like in that moment too. He's like, I have to go. I can't stay here. And this tractor is like coming at us like fast. It's not going to stop. So he just goes, you know what? We've got to go. And literally, I'm not even joking, just jumps straight down. And we are like, what? And he like lands, and he like kind of like falls over, and then he just gets straight back up and shouts, run! So he just bolts it into his field, and we just start following him. Archie's at the back because he's like still kind of hurt, but then he's like, he looks behind, sees a tractor right there, and he just bolts. And we're in the next door neighbour's field now, and like this tractor's still coming. It's like found, and like, because there's like a little gate, but like that was open, so the tractor just went straight through into the field, and it's chasing us down the field, and we're like, we just need to get into their garden, and then we'll be safe. This tractor's gaining on us, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, their dog just, like, our next door neighbour's dog just comes out of nowhere, and it's like a sheepdog, like black and white, you know. and he's like running after us, and he's like all barking, and we're like, what the hell? But by now, my brother, because he's like the youngest, and he's like quite short at the time, because he's probably like 7 or something. He's not gonna outrun a tractor, so he is at the back, and the dog is like running in front of him and almost tripping him up. By this time, the tractor's right behind us, and I honestly think like my brother is gonna get squished by the tractor. And so we're just running down this field, and the tractor's gaining on us. And then we reach the end of the field, and we get into the garden, and we are like so relieved. And we just look back at the driver, and he's just like staring at us, and he won't stop looking at us. So we just start running away. I'm like, again, like, because we think he's just gonna jump out the tractor and chase us. And he starts to like take his seatbelt off and open the door. So we just run. We run right through their garden, like past the side of their house, out into the road, and we are just like running down the road to get to my house. We get to my house. We get through the gate, and we're in my garden. And turns out the driver of the tractor is just like really annoyed that we went in the hay and stuff. And but he could have, like, honestly, he could have, if one of us had tripped or something, he could have easily just squished one of us, and like he would have had a like murder on his hands, you know. So I really don't understand why he was trying to chase some kids with a tractor and almost run them over. So yeah, and he starts speaking to the next door neighbor's dad, and he's like, yo, these kids, they've been in the hay, they've messed it all up, which we really didn't. We left like the tunnels and like the little bases, but seriously, like, surely that would help them. It's easier to grab them then, because they use a forklift. They grab it off the pile and then they put it on the trailer. Surely we made their job easier. Anyway, he's like, oh, we messed up the hay and stuff, and like we should all be like told off or like grounded or something. But like the next door neighbor's dad, he's like, no, I'm not gonna do anything. They were just playing. Like, I totally understand. Like, they just want to play. They're just having fun. Like, he understands it was dangerous, and like Archie, he nearly got hurt. Well, we told him that after. He didn't know at this point. But he's like, you know, like, they're just kids. They're just trying to have fun and stuff. And the farmer, like, he's just having none of it. He's like, I don't care. They're like, messing up our stuff. But technically, it's our hay, because they got it off our field. But technically, it's not. Like, we let them have it. So it's kind of like a 50-50. But, you know, it's just like, just get over it, mate. And, so yeah, that's the story. I really hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly love telling these stories. And I know some of you do. You've been like asking me to do more, and yeah, so I really enjoy them. I'm happy to do more, and if you guys like them as well, that's just an absolute bonus for me. But yeah, click the like button, and if you're new, just please subscribe. We are close to 50 subscribers, you know. 50 subscribers. I know some of you don't know my face, and so I'll do a face reveal, and also a special video, you know, like, come on guys, special videos. Yeah, 50 subs. It's only 13 more people. I'm sure we can manage that. 13 more people. We're on 37 subscribers. We need 50. Come on, we can do this.